Welcome off to the web.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the Off the Rails podcast, episode 39. I'm telling that's Jems. Hot off of baseball practice. I got out a little bit late.
Yeah, and then after that, I had to go clean the fire station. So Taylor's been super thrilled.
And then after that, you had to do a podcast. Luckily, she's a fan of the podcast, and she's probably happy that you're recording an episode.
That's exactly correct. She loves us. So. She loves this. She's very supportive.
We love her too.
Yeah. One time I rolled over in the middle of the night, and I was like, "You're like a good jock strap. You're super supportive."
Okay. First. Beers, no beers.
I'm pretty sure I was sober for that. I drink when I sleep, though.
I was just trying to figure out if you had went to sleep after some beers or that was completely sober.
I could be wrong on that. She would know more.
We're going to need follow-up on that, Taylor.
She's like a mouse or whatever that doesn't I don't remember what animal doesn't forget anything, but she's like, you remember this? I'm like, no, I don't think that happened.
Is it an elephant that never forgets?
I was not going to refer to my wife as an elephant, so
no, obviously no. I was just trying to think because there's like terms. So like goldfish, they forget stuff like quick, right? I think elephants never forget.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that might be it, but I definitely was not using that analogy.
No. Nor would you. Nor would it be fitting. So I was just trying to think. That is weird that we do that though. We like make like references to other things to reference other things.
How do they check that?
I don't know. They give them the SAT.
Yes. Speaking of the SAT, my buddy who finished last in our fantasy football league, it's like 12 of us from high school that's been playing since we were in like junior high.
Yeah.
Just took the SATs on Saturday.
Why?
Because he finished last.
That was his punishment?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was taking the SAT with a bunch of college kids or high school kids.
Jeez. Is that like a not everyone takes the SAT anymore.
No, some people take the ACT. Our area of the SAT was more prevalent. I only took the SAT.
What'd you get on the SAT?
So when you took it to the time I took it, the scale changed.
What are you trying to say, Jems? Trying to say I'm old?
Yes.
Fuck you.
When you took it, I believe it was a 1600 was perfect.
It was a 1600, yes.
When I took it, a 2400 was perfect. I think they added another section or allotted more points.
Okay.
But sometimes I won't preface that when I tell people my score because I got a 1600, so it wasn't like that great. But
gotcha. Mine is not bad though.
Perfect. No, I mean I was probably in the top half of my class. I don't know exactly where that fell.
So you got a 1600.
I think it equated to like a 12 something on the old test.
Okay, so you would have beat me, which is fine. I got a 990. Now
it's not bad though. I don't think.
Now keep in mind when I took it because I'm old as fuck. It was 1600. But actually, interesting story you're about to hear. So the math portion was worth 800, and the English portion was worth 800.
Sounds right.
So I scored a perfect score on the math portion without a calculator.
And then you got like a 190 on the English.
Yes.
Is this something you haven't told me, that English is not your first language?
So I couldn't read until I was in 6th grade.
See, this is new information.
Yeah, so I couldn't read until I was in the 6th grade.
Was that by choice?
No, definitely wasn't my choice. But we moved a lot.
Right.
My dad was military, so we moved a lot. And then so when we moved to Iceland, which is where I essentially started kindergarten. I started kindergarten in Michigan for like 3 weeks, and then we went to Iceland. And then so I just realized my daughter basically had the same exact thing. She started kindergarten in Virginia, and then we moved like about like 2 months later to Colorado. So no, so in Iceland they weren't big on the teaching you how to read.
Is it like one of those Montessori schools?
No,
Montessori country.
No, it was a military school. Not really a military school, but it was like on a military base. And they didn't do a good job. I mean, so basically I started and I couldn't, and I wasn't great at reading to start with, just because my attention span, I lean more math.
Yeah. Because math makes more sense. Numbers are universal.
Math does make more sense. Shout out to episode 35, I think it was. And then so then when we moved in like the beginning of second grade and we got back, like I just was not doing great, but I've always been pretty good at like kind of like getting by. So I got by until basically like fourth grade, not really knowing how to read. And so then finally in fourth grade, they put me in like resource classes, and then I went to resource, and I remember them specifically sending me to resource class because they took me out of class and it's on the whole other side of the building, and had to take the tests. And so their test for resource it's pretty similar to the SAT. It was like math and reading because that's what most kids struggle with. So we do the reading portion, and I'm terrible, obviously. And then they do the math portion, and they were like, "You're a genius at math. Like we don't have to teach you anything math wise. It's wild." So then finally, I became a better reader. I used Hooked on Phonics for a little bit, and got through, got better, and ultimately turned out to where I can read pretty good books. Like I have a bunch of books over here. But yeah, I was trying to find a good book, and I don't know why I can't find the book I was looking for, but whatever.
Which this just proves, because you can't tell that you couldn't read till you were in sixth grade, that you don't really have to read until junior high.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Reading in elementary school is pretty useless.
I don't think my kid, well, that's not true. So my daughters, I remember I was like, what is going on? My kids had to read so much in third grade for some reason.
We read a lot in elementary school.
And I was like, what? Like they send them home with stuff. Like my daughter struggles with, not with reading, but like she has like a thing. So like stuff will go in, and then it won't necessarily always process right. So like she can read a passage, and then you can be like, hey, what does that like paragraph say? And she'll spit it back completely perfect, or sometimes she will spit it back where you're like, did you even read that passage? Like
when she was younger, did you just think she wasn't listening before like that was diagnosed? Were you just like, are you not like paying attention to me?
I never worried about it, to be honest with you, probably because I couldn't read myself. But like we definitely tested her for like everything. She got tested for like Asperger's and like all that kind of stuff, because like it's very similar sort of,
right?
Like that's what they thought initially, and then they were like, no, it's not what she has. And then actually, surprisingly, this is where like I'll shout out good teachers. We were actually in a meeting, I think it was like second grade, and there was this so for these meetings, so they put her on like a special thing, sort of basically what I was, but like earlier on. They figured out earlier on. So every year I have to go and like do like 2 or 3 update meetings, whatever. Mm-hmm. So second grade, I walked in, and I would have been, I don't even know how old I would have been. I guess like how old are you in second grade? 7? I guess I would have been like
7 or 8.
Probably would have been like your age, Jems, maybe like 30 something. And then and I walked in, and everybody's like pretty buttoned up teacher wise, and then there's one lady who's sitting like right next to me, and she looks like she straight up just like walked off the Warped Tour. And I'm like, it's gonna be interesting. I've never met this lady before, so who knows?
Like, this is my people.
I'm like, I don't know what you're teaching, but I'm interested to hear whatever comes out of like, because I don't know, you're not like the others here. So they go around, whatever, blah blah blah. Turns out she's the not speech pathologist. They had an auditory teacher, and so she's just like listening to everybody talk about kind of like what Lorelai does, and you know all these people have known her for now like a couple of years, and then they get to her, and she's like, I actually just wrote a paper about this last year in college. I think she has this thing, and the thing that she had is exactly they ended up testing it, and that's exactly what she had.
Well, that was probably lucky that teacher was there because
Yeah.
it's not a very like common thing.
Yeah, I think it's more common now because I've heard a couple more kids that have it, like the issue, and I think they keep changing the name of it, but I think they're catching it more. I think it's something they're actually looking at.
Good. I think we might have talked about that before. I feel like I know we've talked about it. I just don't know if we've talked about it.
Yeah,
on here.
I don't know. I don't think I've talked about it that deep, but
yeah.
But yeah, it makes for interesting.
It's really all about finding the right teachers to like pay attention and not just. I'm sure a lot of stuff just gets called ADHD.
Yeah, I'm sure. Surprisingly, none of my kids have been diagnosed with yet.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be diagnosed with it soon.
I mean,
like, not even joking. Like, I think I'd be a lot more productive. I think if I had some Adderall or something, or Ritalin, not Ritalin, Vyvanse or whatever.
Do they even use Ritalin anymore?
I'd say I don't know. Anytime I've ever heard anybody on it, it's either Adderall or Vyvanse.
Yeah,
Concerta, I think, is another one.
Well, because ADD was like the big one when we were in school, or when I was in school.
Yeah, and I get good grades and stuff, so that like they didn't. Yeah. Nobody ever questioned it, but I also always had notes on my report card like, is a good student but talks too much, because I would finish my work and then start talking to everybody else.
Fair enough.
It's not my fault they're not done.
Yeah, it's not your fault. They're stupid.
But no, I think I told you this the other day. I spent like a couple hours taking online tests to see if I had ADHD.
Then you never finished any of them, which is crazy.
But they all were pretty consensus that, yeah, you probably have it. I've made it this far without any medication for it. And I mean, I've probably, never mind. I've made it this far. And got a reputation to uphold at this point.
Yeah. No, I wonder. I wonder sometimes. I mean, like, you're like, how far into life are you? Like, I mean, I've made it this far.
Right. Well, some of the stuff I didn't realize were like symptoms. They're like, are you fidgety? And I'm always fidgeting with something. Like now, I have. You can't see them because of my thing, but I have Legos in my hand that I'm just fidgeting with.
That's hilarious.
I do these weird things that
my dog
will just be sitting there, and I'll start like writing words and stuff on like my leg or on the couch or whatever. And it was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just wrote my name
on the couch." You're writing name on the couch?
Yeah, and this might be
not in like pen.
No, in my finger.
Oh, okay.
This might be some OCD stuff or something, because like before I jot something else down on the imaginary couch, I have to erase what I wrote there. I have to wipe it off with my hand. Otherwise, it just doesn't work for me. I can't.
That's hilarious.
But I also think that's why I'm good at math, because I can visualize. I can write like 6 + 9 right here and equals 15, and I can like visualize it until it's there. But I do have to wipe it off.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I mean, I got fidgety things, and I'm sure there's some like OCD. I wish I was the good OCD where like everything was like perfectly in place and like my car was super clean.
Right, me too, dude. I was trying to see like find the symptoms of ADHD online so I could like see if because I don't think I've ever looked at them, to be honest with you.
I did it once before, and I found like a very like, I don't want to say intrusive, but like a very long test.
Yeah.
And I actually completed it, so it probably means they didn't have it, but it's like
that's the test. It's like if you completed it.
But it was on a scale from like 1 to 50, and I was at like a 38, and it's like, you probably have. See, like I'm looking around, but the cat just climbed up to the top of the wall.
Yeah.
Climbed up it's not drywalled or anything. It's just insulation. And now is up top in our rafters.
That's hilarious. She's like Sting, the wrestler.
Yeah. If she comes down with a baseball bat and her face painted, I'm going to kind of be excited.
Dude, I hope we got video cameras downstairs, because that might make you $1 million.
Just this one. It'll happen too right behind me, but because of the green screen, it won't pick it up.
RIP Razor Ramon, by the way.
Yeah, that was he made it a lot longer than we would have expected him. Like Diamond Dallas Page saved his ass.
Yeah, I'll say
the last decade or so.
He was bad for a little bit there. All right, so let me read you some attentive behavior. That
Let me set my Legos down that I'm playing with.
Okay. You miss details and are distracted easily.
I'm distracted easily. I think Taylor would say I miss details. I don't necessarily think I do. Although just today she goes, "Hey, did you not ask your mom to watch the girls tomorrow?" I was like, "Nope, forgot about that."
So that's a missed detail. All right, let's go to the next one. Gets bored quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's everyone though. I
feel like that's common. Like if you're not getting bored easily, I would like to be that person.
What does not getting bored easily mean or quickly mean?
I would assume it means you're staying focused on the task at hand.
But what if you don't have any tasks? Do you not just get bored?
Right. I don't know.
No, that's a weird one. Have trouble focusing on a single task.
Yeah, because I know, especially like sometimes when people are talking, I'll be like making eye contact, but like my mind's just blank.
For sure. I'd do the same thing. I'm thinking about like a zillion other things.
Yeah. But see, I can also not think about anything. Like Taylor talks about how she has, like she compares it to a computer screen where she'll have 50 tabs open at once. And she'd be like, "Don't you have that?" I'd be like, "No, sometimes I have no tabs open." She's like, "How do you think about nothing?" I was like, "I don't know, I just do."
Just think about nothing sometimes. Yeah, I think that's a mom thing. They think about everything about themselves, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
Have difficulty organizing thoughts and learning new information. I don't feel like you have that one. I think you can learn.
I don't have difficulty learning new information. I would say staying focused. Like there's a time limit that I can spend reading something before I have to do something else. But the organizing thoughts, sometimes it's not bad, but sometimes when I'm talking, I definitely have to think about exactly what I'm going to say, or I'll lose track halfway through of what I was talking about. But that one's probably not as bad.
Dude, speaking of, hold on, stay here. Come here. Speaking of terrible ADHD, pop in here. Get in here. My daughter. So
Hello.
This is Jems. He can't hear.
Yeah, we met.
Yeah, Jems is okay. So we were just talking about ADHD, right? Why? So Jems, you've been in my house. We have like window doors and stuff, and my daughter knows I'm on a podcast. Just decided to walk in and start looking at the board games over here. Knows I'm doing a podcast. Get out of here, ADHD.
Let her get a game.
If you want a game, you can pick one.
I'm trying to look for the matching game for Ryan.
See, all you gotta do is ask.
This one.
Okay, well, I don't know. Oh my gosh. What are we doing?
Bring the whole family in.
Just come here, Ryan. I think the matching game's in his room. Stop. Come here.
Look at it.
Okay.
He can talk.
Cool, come here. Look, let's show Jems.
Hey, Rhino.
Oh my
He
god.
can't hear me, but
He said hi. He said hi.
Oh god.
that's so cool. What is that? A panda?
It's a robot.
A robot?
Hey, how about you say something about Tone and Jems?
He talks like the same as me.
Who? He does?
Yeah, he repeats what you say.
Oh, it's like a Furby.
Say off the rails with Tone and Jems.
Off the rail with Tone and Jems.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah. All right, get out of here.
Oh my god.
Later.
Merge him and Claire, because she's like off to the rails.
Dude, apparently I'm pooing.
It could be worse.
Pooing Jems.
Poon
and Jems. Poon and Jems. By the way, I think we just determined that this podcast has ADHD. Anyway, so back.
Here comes the authority on things, and she's got her phone out. I think she's got something important to say. Would
Oh,
you like
no.
to join?
No, I just want this.
Is that a giant fat cat?
Yes.
Townie.
Looks like a cat.
Shit. I dropped the phone. It's hard because I got the green screen thing on, so like there it is, Townie.
Oh, I like it.
We were talking about ADHD.
Hey, yeah, does Jems have ADHD?
100%.
You can pop in here if you want.
Cleaning Piper just keeps waking up. So can we get it?
You got to do something with that cat first.
Oh, what did we say at the beginning of this podcast that Taylor was the authority on, and we couldn't remember what it was?
Everything.
Oh no! What were
she was gonna know the answer. She was gonna
opening tabs in her head.
Nope. That was just happened.
Flowers.
Nope. We didn't talk about flowers.
What was it?
I don't remember.
That was 20 minutes ago. It's quite a while.
20 minutes ago. But I do know that Jems was not going to refer to you as an elephant.
We were talking about I was like, she remembers everything. I was like, what animal?
Jared, what did you forget?
What animal is it that remembers everything? And I was like, I think it's a mouse. And then we were talking, and he's like, I think it might be an elephant. I was like, there's no chance in hell. I was comparing my wife to an elephant.
Hey, what did you forget?
We already discussed that during the ADHD test. It doesn't need to be brought back up.
It doesn't need to be brought back up.
That you didn't get coverage for Watch Your Kids?
Yeah.
It was his one job.
I got it covered for the Saturday. I didn't get covered for Wednesday.
You were the cover for Saturday until baseball practice popped up.
And then I got it covered.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you could take the kids and just have them shag balls in practice.
I don't care what you do.
By the way, Taylor, I know you're off screen, but what was that igloo thing you were eating pizza in the other day? That thing looked awesome.
Here, come in. You can sit on my knee.
Why don't you just grab the other chair?
Are you weird Santa? Weird
well,
Jared.
Here, just take my seat.
On the brick wall. No.
I'm going to check the IU score anyways. Sit down and talk to Tom.
I'm going to check the IU score.
What are they playing? Basketball. Isn't basketball done?
March Madness.
March Madness.
I don't like basketball.
Hey, don't tell my kids.
It's the worst sport.
Don't tell my kids.
Okay, the igloo. We live by a bunch of wineries, so we went up to a winery and they just had all these igloos out on the grass, and you zip yourself in. They're not heated, and it was only 11 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Saturday. And there's no heaters or anything, but you warm up pretty quick with the wine.
For sure.
And you can bring blankets and stuff, and you could pay money and they'd come decorate it for you, but we didn't do that.
I mean, it just looked cool anyway. So
and then they have a public house, and you could have food delivered. So
sweet.
Pizza delivered and wine, and it
looked way cool. I was like wine, and the pizza looked like gourmet pizza. And
okay, so Jared's mac and cheese pizza issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they had a mac and cheese pizza. We ordered it. Okay, we got a bunch of different ones, like a margarita and chicken, barbecue chicken, and the mac and cheese. But it was so good. It was homemade beer chease and everything. So
oh, that sounds legit.
It was good.
Sounds like a fun thing. I didn't realize that you guys had that kind of stuff up there.
Yeah. Well, we are right on the border of Michigan. Literally, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So this is only I think it was 20 minutes away from my friend's house, and just up in Michigan a little bit. There's a ton of them. A popular thing to do is to rent a bus and go on a wine tours around the area, which we did. When did we do? Well, you didn't.
You don't remember doing it.
I remember half of it.
Oh, I just remember what we were going to ask Taylor. Yes. Okay. How many beers did Jared have when he rolled over in bed and told you what, Jared?
That you were a jockstrap.
I don't know. That's not where I thought you were going.
I think I was sober.
Actually, I think that was after he worked at midnight.
Okay, because he told me that he told you that, and I was like, "How many beers?" And he's like, "I think I was sober."
I have a lot of drunk Jared stories, though.
Not the time.
Not the time. So many.
We'll definitely have you on at some point to tell drunk Jared stories.
We make it big. You can tell them.
All of them.
What if one of the kids finds this?
What one of the our children?
No, I don't care about them. The football coach.
They'll tease you relentlessly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a cautionary tales. I think you're saving them. I think that you're doing a duty to the people.
Yeah.
I mean, or eventually I'll talk my wife into doing a podcast with you, and then you guys can do a podcast together, and then it'll be probably on the rails, and then you guys will tell us stories about how terrible we are.
It'll just be a weekly thing for them to complain about us.
I bet you it's a major hit already. I can see it.
Yeah. We can just review your podcast each week.
Well, they won't listen.
Yeah, she doesn't. Well, she would have to then.
Oh, well, she can just make it up. It's probably the same.
I mean, probably pretty close.
This light is very bright and
but
it
without
washes me
everything's-
out. Don't
He
like
was.
it.
Yeah, Jared said he looked pasty too, so I don't know.
And pasty.
Well,
I
it's
think it's
only
the light.
March.
I think it's the light.
We've
probably.
had a lot of. It's been a long winter, so. All right, I'm supposed to go clean the house.
Yep.
You don't. You're not supposed to. Jared can go clean the house later. Make him do it.
Did you get my? I texted you a picture, Tone.
Oh shit! Nope. I will look at it though. You texted me a picture?
Yeah. Unless I sent it to somebody
No,
else.
nope. You texted it.
Of what?
The guy asked for a different email to send it.
Okay, got you. I can do that.
So can I get the cat?
Are you gonna take care of it?
I do take care of our cat.
All right.
Taken care of. Is that a yes?
You make the decision, but I'm not doing litter boxes for any of them.
You don't do litter boxes for any of
I
us.
do.
No, you don't.
That's how I feel too. I feel the same
One
way.
time.
You have to clean the litter boxes twice a week if you get this cat.
Okay, literally the only time you've had to clean litter boxes is when I was pregnant. So,
I cleaned that one like last week.
okay, last week and when I was pregnant.
So if you get this cat twice a week, they need cleaned.
I thought that was gonna be about to be like a baby announcement. I thought you said because you said he only cleans it when you're pregnant, and then he's like, I cleaned that last week, and I was like,
No.
that was how we were.
That might be the end of things.
On Monday, it's happening Monday.
Yeah.
Oh.
I texted him like the day after.
At Gmail, is that what it was? Gmail. Yeah. Crushing life here over here. Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Bye, wife.
Let me know if you need parent stories.
Noted.
We will.
You're in today in the
Yeah.
coach's office. I know he ordered some stuff for us. They get some good. I don't want to say merch, but the apparel now is nice.
I need a hat. I need to get me a ball cap. So if you have orders, let me know. I'll order one.
I have two. What size? So they're the Zephyrs, small, medium.
I'm
I have a
definitely
large.
like I would say I'm a large, extra large for sure. And
Okay,
if
I
it's
have-
flex fit.
They are flex fit. I have a large and an extra large. So
Let's say
whatever
probably-
one I decide, I haven't quite decided which one. Because the extra large was a little full,
Yeah,
but I can send you the other one probably.
for sure. What size fitted do you normally wear?
I haven't bought a fitted hat like that in forever, but I used to be 7 3/8.
Okay, so I think I'm 7 3/8. I think.
I bought a Cal State Fullerton hat my freshman year of college,
Yeah.
and I thought I wanted it a little bit bigger, and I got a 7.5, and that 1/8 of an inch made a huge difference. That thing was like I could tuck my ears in it.
See, I wear like I can wear a 7.5. So maybe if that large doesn't fit well on you, probably don't send it to me. Because
And no, I just switched to the large the other day. It was pretty good. I'm thinking the extra. I don't know.
because
There's
my
a
head,
crap load of everything. So
my head is like huge. Like I bought this hat, which is dope. I like this hat, but it's pretty shallow. Like it's like
I
doesn't
just
go-
like these adjustables. I used
wear-
to be all about the fitted, but now I don't know.
this is an adjustable, so I like the adjustables now. Yeah, I think. What was I gonna say? Oh, did you see LeBron James is left-handed?
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
When he gets on the podcast, we'll have to talk to him about it.
That is facts. That'd be dope, actually. Could you imagine LeBron James being on a podcast?
I would like to think if I was ever rich and like super like notable, I would like to do random small podcasts sometimes.
Dude, that would be actually kind of super awesome. Especially like think about the value you'd add. Like say you had like a following like Gary Vee or something like that. Like if you go on somebody's like podcast that's smaller, you're gonna give them more. It's gonna do more probably for them than it would for you. But like it would also be like you would have some pretty diehard fans that would watch it.
Yeah, you would think like if we got somebody like that came on, like we would like 1000% support whatever they're doing.
Yeah. For sure. So why wouldn't you? Yeah. I mean, I
Going
guess
through
it'd
those,
be one of those like those slow build.
yeah,
Like you build stuff randomly.
going through the clipping out. Well, you had clipped it out. I was going through doing the posting some of them to YouTube.
Yeah.
I forgot like some of the stuff we talked about with Tyler. That was I'm tooting our own horn here, but that was a really good interview and interesting, and like we for sure need to take a family trip down to Savannah.
For sure, dude. I mean, we just got to figure out timing wise. We got to figure out like when they play. When does that
I think it's the end of May or June through like mid August.
I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, summertime. So I mean, Savannah Banana schedule.
But that would be I don't know if they might have a schedule out because I know our Northern League that's right around here.
Well, he said they have to because he said they were like 75% sold out already.
Oh yeah.
So I would assume
somebody got mesothelioma in there.
Yeah, I tell you, she's got.
Hey, she made her podcast debut right there.
Yeah, I tell you, you just made it on the podcast, and then we just had a celebration.
This is when we need a soundboard,
dude. For real. So it looks like they play. Their first game is May 26th, and then their last game looks like the playoffs is August 6th. So
that'd be sweet to throw out the first banana.
Hell yeah, dude. Home games are blue, dude. Let's see, somewhere in July would be pretty dope. Maybe June 21st. No. I think I'm on vacation somewhere in there, but I don't know what we're doing.
I know I have a vacation the first week in July, but that's for fair.
Yeah.
So for me to Savannah, Georgia is 13 hours and 33 minutes.
Why don't you get on a plane?
I always like to look and see how far the drive is first.
Oh, got you. Because I was thinking here would be an interesting one, right? Okay. Like the 12th, July 12th. Is a Tuesday.
We might have Walker Hayes tickets for that day.
Okay, then that doesn't work.
That's during fair. I know that.
June. Oh, can't do that one. Is that May? That's the end of May. Oh, okay, so that wouldn't work. So that's my wife's birthday. June 21st is a Tuesday. They're home, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have Tuesday, Wednesday off. Like. Just fly out Monday night, get an Airbnb, go to the game, and then fly out Wednesday morning.
There you go. I don't hate it. I'd only have to take like one day off of work then, too.
So I'm saying dude's trip will just be like, fuck like get an Airbnb, just go in for one day, throw out the first banana.
I was trying to. I need to look up a video of it. Are they just hucking a banana like from the mound to home?
Okay, so dude, as I was clipping out those clips, I was thinking, do you this way end over end, or do you like submarine it side, still end over end, but it's sideways like a boomerang?
I'm guessing because I typically threw like 3/4. I'm guessing. And like, how are you going to hold it? Are you going to hold like the back spine of it? So then you kind of,
or do you hold it flat?
The rotation
so
on
it's
it.
Like make it.
Hold it from the end like that.
No, like the dead in the middle, right? So it's like you have a little curve on each side.
Right. Yeah. I bet this Lego here is kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm putting my finger up the back of the banana and maybe curling over the tip.
Yeah.
The tip, and then you get that rotation on it, and I just actually threw that Lego.
Maybe I just throw a knuckle banana.
A knuckle banana?
Yeah. It just floats.
That would be pretty sweet.
That would be tight. Dude, I haven't seen a first banana, but now I'm definitely interested in pulling one up because I'm like, there's an interesting technique of how you throw it out.
Yeah, I mean, I assume there's probably not a wrong way.
I mean, I don't want to bounce that thing. I want to get it to the catcher, you know?
Right. I want to throw a strike with a banana.
I might go submarine that thing. What would be the biggest show? I think that would be the other part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you just peel and eat the whole banana and then throw the peel?
Maybe. I don't know. That's an interesting. I wonder. First banana. Isn't first banana like a saying too?
It's a good question. I don't know. I just tried to look up the thing, and the first couple of results were not correct.
First banana, Savannah bananas.
The one is like a 4-second clip, and it's just one of the dudes eating a banana.
Maybe that's how it gets down. You know, maybe I don't. It's got to be like, I don't know. It's such an interesting thought, but like if you're tossing out a banana, you definitely got to do it right, for sure.
Yeah,
because I mean, you could screw it up in so many different ways.
Yeah, you don't want to embarrass yourself throwing a banana. No,
could you imagine? You're just like a 50-cent that banana, then goes like over there.
If like we knew we were going to a game and we're going to do that, I probably honestly would be practicing throwing. I'd at least grab one and throw it. Give it a good.
Just one.
Yeah. Like, well, then I can pick it up and throw it back to where I started. You get a couple throws out of a banana. I'm assuming you get a handful of throws before it gets too bad.
I mean, I guess maybe.
I'm throwing in grass. I have grass in my yard.
Got you. I'm just thinking you throw on anything it's like a wall.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, that's not.
I might even do a crow hop and see how far I can launch it.
I wonder how far can you throw a banana?
I don't know. Is there again? I wonder if there's a Guinness World Record for that.
Dude, we're about to break a Guinness World Record. Dude, they would be all for it. Savannah bananas, first banana toss, Guinness World Record banana toss.
Banana.
How far can you throw a banana? You gotta freeze that motherfucker, probably though, right?
The most bananas peeled and eaten in 1 minute is 8.
Fucking peeled and eaten?
Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive.
Definitely.
I could probably knock down like 1.
I'm trying to find the banana. I just found a list of 36 banana world record. Longest time balancing on a banana. Longest time balancing banana on a finger. Tallest banana tower. Longest time holding a banana between teeth. Slowest time to eat a banana. Most bananas fit in pants while wearing them.
Wait up, slowest time to eat a banana?
Yeah, this isn't on Guinness, this is on
regular. Okay, I was gonna say that's like a gotta be. I just wouldn't finish.
Okay.
I hold that world record. There's bananas I haven't finished.
Yeah.
I'm still going right now.
This did have longest banana throw, but this website was trash.
That's I wonder if there's any. There's got to be. Okay, what are the easiest world records to break? How about that?
There was one about eating like so many donuts in a minute, and I know I can do it.
Didn't Robin Big break that one?
Yeah, I think that's where I saw it.
Easiest records to break. Okay, let's see. Easiest records break. Fastest time to assemble a Mr. Potato Head. 10 world records to break while you are at home. Okay.
Can you break them on video? Or do you have to have like the person there?
I think the person has to be there. Fastest time to assemble a Mr. Potato Head, 6.62 seconds. It's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Fastest time to eat a 12-inch pizza using a fork and knife.
It seems like an unnecessary task.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On a hand food. How fast with a fork and a knife?
Yeah, and you have to, and it doesn't, and it stops. Record stops when you swallow the last piece.
Is there a rule on how small you have to cut the pieces, or can I just like cut it in half, fold it? I don't know. That's probably got to be like 30 seconds.
23.6 seconds.
Wow.
That seems
they had to have done some folding.
You would think. I would have to see video on this. Why are all these like on Vine or like TikTok? I feel like this would be great.
Yeah.
Most t-shirts put on in 60 seconds.
How many?
260.
How? I think I've seen a video of them doing this.
Like,
though.
Maybe I wonder if you could pre-stage it and maybe have like 10 shirts in a bundle and you put 10 shirts on 10 shirts on 10 shirts and 10 shirts.
I guess, but I'm not even sure I could put 23 shirts on in a minute.
You'd have to get the sizing right.
Oh
on each of them for sure. There's sizing comes into play for sure there. Dude, that's fucking wild. Most socks put on 1 foot in 30 seconds. 29.
Wow.
Can you put 28 socks on 1 foot in just 30 seconds? You can? Wow. Well, then you do 29 and you have a world record. That's crazy. I wonder how, like, I mean, do you have to put them on one by one? I guess that would be some of those.
I would like to think I could do, and we've talked about eating contests before. I would like to think I could do like a timed eating world record of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something you could break.
I wonder, like, if there's anything like we could just do right now. Are there any food ones? I guess the food would have to be here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have donuts, or else I would just go shove a bunch of donuts. I think we have saltines. We have Oreos.
What if we just... Dude, that would be crazy. I think that'd be the worst podcast ever for some people, though. They would just not be able to... Most Smarties eaten in 60 seconds blindfolded using chopsticks.
That might be my favorite world record ever.
Are you good with chopsticks?
No. In college, a girl from Korea I think she's from Korea, taught me how to use chopsticks.
I mean, makes sense. Okay. This one I think you could beat. I think you could beat. If you could be halfway decent with chopsticks, blindfolded, just put a bowl in front of you. Be like, hey, bowl's in front of you. You're blindfolded, but it's Smarties. You can use Smarties or M&Ms for this task.
I want M&Ms.
We're not fussy, it says, with this one. But
although Smarties are probably easier to pick up.
We actually reckon this one is easy to beat, which I think too. Eating 20 Smarties in 1 minute, blindfolded, is world record with chopsticks.
Yeah, this seems...
It seems beatable, right?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you're blindfolded, but...
Especially if you're proficient with chopsticks.
Yeah. Definitely. There's another one. It's called Fastest Time to Arrange the Alphabet from a Can of Alphabet Soup.
That's got to be luck, right? It's not like there's only 26 noodles in a can of alphabet soup.
No.
Right?
No. But you just got to find the letters and sort them.
That seems difficult.
Okay, but the record is 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
It's longer than I suspected, but I bet it sucks.
Sounds like a lot of time. You'll be turning the air blue trying to figure. I guess. I mean,
we could each come to the table with like 3 of world records we think we could beat, and we could just have a night on the podcast where Tone and Jems try to break world records.
I mean, there's got to be, right? Like, I mean, there's got to be so many easy ones. Let's say the easiest eating world records. It's got to be easy one. By the way, I sent that. Just a heads up.
I told him I haven't heard back. I think I'm just gonna tell him let's shoot for next week.
Yeah. So, 10. Okay, Guinness Book of World that you can break easily tomorrow. I like this. This was in 2014, so these are probably still most CDs balanced on one finger.
Most what?
Most CDs balanced on one finger.
Do you have this many CDs that you just found today?
I actually do have a shit. I probably do, for sure. You may not poke your finger through the holes of any of them. Fingers must be flat against the CD. Now, if only you could find a good way to put all those jewel cases to use. If I go get 51 cases right now, 51 CDs right now, and just bounce them on my finger, I feel like I could do that. I got pretty strong fingers, I think.
I would think so. Like, I don't think it'll be a strength issue. I'm thinking it's going to be the CDs might be a little slick, and you have to make sure because they're going to want to tilt. If you can't go in the hole, you got to be just off of it.
Yeah. Okay, I have 51 CDs. I'll go get them.
Okay.
Let's do this. I'm doing this. I'll be right back. Hold it down, Tone and Jems.
All right. Tone is currently going to get 51 CDs. For those of you that just missed the last 5 minutes of conversation, 51 CDs to break a world record on how many CDs he can balance on his finger. I'm guessing this is going to be harder than we think. You gotta find a center of gravity of some sort, and you can't stick your fingers in the hole. I don't know. I am very interested to see how this thing goes. And I hope he does it, because Tone's one of the most interesting people in the world, and this would just add to it. I'm going to look up and see if I can find anything about Oreo world records. Oreo eating world record.
You're the best.
Max Stanford is a new world record holder after munching through an impressive 140.
I just ordered tacos. Taco Tuesday. All right. I'm back, Jems.
All right. So the record for most Oreos eaten in 5 minutes is 141.
Oh shit, that's a lot. How many come in a bag?
I guess it depends.
I feel like that's a standard number, though.
Well, I mean, you get the big packs. I don't know what a standard pack, and it doesn't. Those you got to do the thins for that, right? Or you got to do normals.
I don't know. Definitely not the double stuff, unless you're going for. All right, I'm gonna start counting CDs. Okay.
All right,
dude.
Is it already sliding? No. Just so you know, we cannot see your fingers.
No, I know. I'm counting them out first.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to put them all in at once, I think. So 5, 10, 15. Did I tell you how many was the record? 20.
51.
51. 50 is the record, so plus 25. So, okay. So for reference, this is 25.
All right.
Okay. So...
Judge, this is off topic. Judge rules minor league players are MLB employees throughout the year and are owed damages.
Nice.
Including $1.882 million in California.
Damn. That's big.
Yeah.
It's major. Okay, let's see. So I have 5 more to put on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. This is 51 CDs.
Wow. That brings me back to buying the cases to burn CDs.
Yeah, no joke. Okay, 51. I can see where the issue is going to be, I think.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of weight to obviously your finger's strong enough for that. It's going to be an issue on
keeping it balanced long. And it doesn't say how long, but I'm going to guess like 5. Count of 5 seems like a balance, right?
It looks super cool, the reflection from your shirt. It looks pretty cool.
Okay. Which finger do you do? Middle? Index?
Middle I would say middle. Maybe. Your middle's not as strong as your index, but it's longer.
Okay, that's true. All right, here we go. All right, so my finger is behind. And my finger is the only thing touching. Okay, Jems, I'm going to need you to count. When we get a solid 5 count, I have a world record on my hand. Okay?
Hold on. Let me get my clock up.
Okay.
Oh, stopwatch. Make sure. So here's the problem. I got to shut the green screen off real quick.
Okay, by the way, top CD is going to be Dashboard Confessional, Marco Mission, and Brand of Scar. So, Dashboard, I'm about to break your world record with you. We're about to go.
It's virtual background.
Okay.
All right.
Boom. Here we go. You tell me when, and I'll let it go. 3, 2, 1. I mean, I feel like I have a world record at this point.
I think that technique is really good. Like, it didn't say on the tip of your finger, did it?
Nope. It said that your finger has to... I'll read it while I'm doing it. It says you may not poke your finger through the hole of any of them. It's not. Finger must be flat against the CD. It's flat.
That's pretty good. Start throwing
saying.
more CDs on it. So somebody did 50?
Yep. So that's 51 or 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
Are these all actual audio CDs or some of them blanks?
61. Huh?
Are these all burnt CDs or regular CDs?
No, there's some are blanks. Some are regular. This is 61, 62.
Yeah.
Some of them are burnt. That one's burnt. 63.
Well, I just meant, are any of them blank?
64. 65. I got some slippage.
You're wobbling a little bit.
I know. 65. I got one more tiny stack. Let's see. 66.
I hope it gets at least to 69.
68. 69. 70. 71. I got 3 more CDs.
Nice.
Oh, this is safe. 72. 73. Oh, shit. 73. 73 world record.
Now you got to figure out what we got to do. Did you find that on Guinness?
I don't know, to be honest. I just said a world record. Okay.
Can you just make up world records?
That was on Thrillist. So
Thrillist?
That seems like a legit place. Okay. So, it says 17 world records you can break tomorrow. I just broke it. So Guinness Book. To that end, we rounded up 17 ways you can feasibly earn a legitimate world record certified from the folks at Guinness World Records. So that is a Guinness World Record.
That's awesome.
I don't know what the world record stands at right now. Let's see. That was 2014. So Guinness. Did I just beat a world record on a podcast?
I think so. We should do one world record a podcast. That'd see if I can come up with one. I was trying to find out what the record was for eating Oreos in a minute because I would go smash these Oreos I have upstairs. Although I just ate like half a bag of Reese's Pieces.
Most CDs balanced on one finger. Bam. Okay. Let's see. Guinness World Record. It is in the. Oh man.
What?
I think I might have got beat. Damn.
By a lot?
Probably, yeah. The most CDs balanced on one finger is now 247.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That is like 3.5 times what you just did.
I know. I mean, I broke a old world record still
wow.
Good. By the way, this was broken like a year after that article came out. That record was broken July 12th, 2015. All I had to do was read that article in 2014. I would have a world record.
Why don't you see if you can balance it on other things? Like try your nose or
how many
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go elsewhere there because like we're on YouTube, not porn.
Solid base though. You know what I'm saying? How many can I stack on a Gatorade bottle?
Like, do they just create some of these world records are dumb?
I think I just created a world record. Let's go. On a podcast too. We just keep adding stuff to it with a co-host.
Do we take a couple vacation days and try to beat that record for longest podcast?
Oh, dude, what is the long? What did
we
that?
Looked it up before we had talked about it.
It was like a couple of days, wasn't it?
It was a couple days. I think if we to do that, obviously we'd have to be off work. Like I think my family would have to be out of town.
Yeah.
And I think we'd have to stream it on like YouTube Live too, so like people could pop in.
For sure, dude. You know it'd be tight though, because like if you did that, like you were breaking the world record for the longest podcast, but then while you were doing it, you were breaking other world records.
Yeah. Like maybe that would blow up. I set the cat down. I didn't realize there was a toy box there. This has been a pretty good episode.
Okay. I think this is another. This one might be up your alley right here, Jems. Most poker chips balanced on one finger.
I don't even have any poker chips here. What is the number?
200.
That's a lot.
That is definitely got to. These guys are serial record breakers.
Yeah.
Breaking some of these mothers.
It's better than being other cereals.
That's true. Got to be a world record breaker for that. Oh, dude, they got a picture too. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is a picture of the dude.
Is that the CDs?
Yeah.
Is he just? I wonder if somebody had to help him. Do you think that gets heavy? Like your arms? Like you probably.
There's definitely another hand. So that is definitely somebody handing it to him. He's got a Gold's Gym shirt on though, so
yeah,
he must work out.
You have a Maddie Elite shirt on.
I do have Maddie Elite. I just want you to know that when I knew the pressure was on and 50 was the world record, I broke the world record in my opinion. So I held up to that pressure.
We can get you a shirt made that says world record holder.
You know, it's crazy. I think
2014.
Like, I think I legitimately could have just held it up though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had somebody sticking stuff on it, I probably would have been fine.
Yeah. Do you have 240 CDs?
For sure. I have like 7 of those like 200 CD binders.
Well, you're also old as shit, so maybe you could do 8 tracks. I guarantee you the record for that's probably like 6 because that's how many remain. It's probably got to be. I was thinking vinyls, but then I was like, that's got to be less because vinyls are heavier. Yeah.
So, I mean, crazy. I mean, nuts. How many pens can you balance on a pen? Balance on a pen.
Like that? One.
Got it.
None.
Dude, these people are crazy. I'm gonna break a world record at some point, though.
We'll do our due diligence by the next time we record solo,
yeah.
And we will have some world records to try to.
I just want everyone to know that I feel great about breaking the world record, even though it wasn't no longer a world record. It was at one point, and I did break it.
You had legitimate joy in your face.
I'm a world record breaker.
Yeah,
I'm crushing it. Crushing life. I'm adding it to my resume.
I wonder what the record is for most guests on a podcast in 1 hour. Like if we just lined up a bunch of different people, and I mean, obviously it would just be a bunch of our friends, probably.
It'd be like, hey, hi, bye.
Yeah. So the local radio station I listen to, it's local. It's out of Chicago. The sports radio, 670 The Score.
I like when you say Chicago, you get all accenty and shit.
Chicago? Yeah,
Chicago.
I get a little. I do that with certain states too. Like sometimes if I say Wisconsin or Minnesota, it just happens. If I moved somewhere that had a different accent,
you'd definitely be switching.
I feel like I talk fairly non-accented, and I probably have a little bit of a northern.
You sound northern-y.
And I would 100% pick up the accent.
I believe it.
But anyways, so the score for the Super Bowl, they called in a matter of I think it was 30 minutes. They called 30 different people to give Super Bowl predictions, but their 30 different people were like Len Casper, Pat Hughes, just a bunch of Chicago personalities and stuff, and even bigger ones than that. But I think did they have John C. Reilly? I can't remember.
That'd be fucking awesome. But how do you? I mean, I wonder if there's got to be one for impressions then too, probably, right? Like amount of impressions done, stuff like that. I got to. By the way, longest banana throw world record. I found it.
Did you?
Yep. I'm reading it right now. Let's see. 205 feet.
I can definitely throw a baseball that far.
I can throw a baseball that far. Banana's got to be. That's crazy.
205 feet?
I feel like that's got to be record setter. I'm looking banana world record. There's multiple banana world records.
Most of them involve eating or
most bananas balanced on one leg.
Biggest one grown.
Tallest banana tower. Longest time banana held between teeth. I wonder how long that's got to be.
And that's just a mental thing.
Yeah. Most bananas fit in pants while wearing them.
Are you allowed? Never mind.
What the fuck are we doing? Most bananas licked. What?
How many?
I don't know.
Like, are you just an asshole in a grocery store then? This is most bananas
20, 20, 21.
In how long?
It doesn't say.
It's got to be like 30 seconds, right?
I feel like
because I know I could lick at least 60 bananas, and if you have them set up correctly, you just like walk by and
Now I don't know. This has a history. 4 different people have posted videos of them breaking this record. It was like went from like 17 to 18 to 19. It's got to be within a certain amount of time. I'm gonna guess. Got to be. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. I'm breaking records. I'm breaking some records at some point.
We'll compile a list.
I mean,
when you see them do it on TV, they always have like that not prognosticator, whatever they call that guy.
What is that guy?
I can't think of his name. What the job title is? Because like Dude Perfect always has him in there, or Robin Big used to do stuff with him.
Yeah.
Well, different guys, but a guy of that caliber.
I don't understand. Some of this shit's stupid. Fastest time to peel and eat a banana while dribbling a basketball. I feel like I got a chance on that one. 22 seconds.
Is that only using one hand? No, because you could use both hands still.
Just hit that dribble, pow, hit another dribble, bow, hit another dribble, done.
Yeah, because it's not like this is still considered dribbling if you just like bounce it real high, right?
Yeah. I mean,
it's not like you're doing crossovers and stuff.
19 seconds world. Oh, I guess 19 seconds is the world record now. Still, though, I mean, that's so stupid. I feel like I could do that. Most high fives in 1 minute wearing a banana costume.
That's gotta be already owned by the Savannah Bananas.
I'd feel like that would be a thing, right?
I think my 2 years of college.
116 high fives
in a minute.
Yeah, that's 2
easy.
per second. You just go down.
Yeah,
run down the list.
My freshman and sophomore year in college for Halloween, I was a banana. Freshman year, I was a ripe banana. No, freshman year, I was like just a regular banana. Sophomore year, I was extra ripe and bruised banana. It was real dirty.
Did you fall over the first year?
I mean, it's not like I washed it after the first year.
Okay, dude. People just making stuff up now. Furthest distance to hit an onion using a banana.
How far?
694 inches.
So with that, I guess it depends on the onion, because you could hit like a sweet onion or like a wild onion, and they're small and have a tail, so it'd be like hitting a little vortex. Yeah, 57.83 feet. I mean, I mean, there's a video of it, but I don't know if he like threw it. I don't know. Yeah, obviously not throwing the banana, because if you threw one and it still was in the air and you had to throw the other one, you'd have to be able to throw it both hands. Right, and it's not like you're not hitting a normal like yellow or red onion like that far.
No,
with a banana, unless you like freeze the banana. No, even then.
Yeah, dude, there's a highest number of bananas eaten while juggling them.
Huh? I can definitely juggle.
I feel like if you could juggle,
can you juggle?
I can juggle well, yeah.
So can I.
I can see if I can do these pens real quick. Probably can't because I'm sitting down in their pens, but next. Nope, can't juggle pens. Just kidding. Okay, you got pens?
No, I got Legos.
Oh, see, I ain't got space.
Well, it'd be helpful if they were 3 of the same size Lego. Yeah. But yeah,
see, because I mean, like pens are a little pain in the ass here, but
this is very stimulating audio podcast.
Guys, just want you to know we are fucking killing this game. Let's see. This is
If you ever wondered why we're not big with millions of listeners,
this is why.
we are curious too.
Yeah, dude. Gems. We're at minute 5. Well, actually, a little bit less, probably.
Yeah, I would say we're pretty good here.
What should we do? What should we finish this out with? Baseball. Gems. Baseball's back.
Baseball is back. I'm also part of the 108 tourney.
Yo, yes, let's talk about that.
So I got selected as a number 9 seed.
And I'm just going to preface it by saying, if you've gotten this far into the podcast, go vote for this man when vote time.
Yes. You vote on Twitter. It'll be Saturday, March 19th. I will tweet out the poll. You should already follow from the 108, but I will tweet out the poll. It's me versus, I think his handle is JNez50. His name's Justin Latham. I would assume no relation to Sean.
No, he'd be a lot cooler if he was.
Right. So yeah, we're in the region of people under 1,000 followers before a deadline. Some of the guys have gone over now since, because you gained quite a few followers by this,
which is
tournament. Cool. Yeah. So
White Sox community has a cool like vibe. It seems like
White Sox Twitter. White Sox win best fan base on Twitter because of the 108 guys. Like the platform they've essentially developed. And I mean, I'm sure there's a White Sox Twitter before, but like it's huge essentially because of them. Like
we had all three of them on the
part
podcast.
of White Sox Twitter. You want in the 108 tourney. And I think they support this other dude who I'd never heard of before, but whatever.
Well, I think My Sox Summer does.
I'll ask him. Yeah, well, he said it on the podcast the one day, or on the reveal show.
He did say something.
He's like, I don't like.
Jared.
He's like, I don't
Fuck
like.
Jems.
Yeah, I did that. He's like, I don't like Joe Latham, but I like Jems even less.
That's right. Why does My Sox Summer not like you? What'd you do?
He's just. I mean, I'm assuming he's just joking around. I don't know. He might not like me. I don't know.
What'd you do?
Or maybe he likes us both a lot, but he just likes him a little more. I don't know.
Maybe that's true.
And then the Joe had shared a tweet of a message from Beefloat that said he was a Joe stan, but I mean that's out of context.
Yeah, for sure.
We shall see what happens. I feel good about it.
Gems, we're gonna help you win. We're gonna help you win.
We're gonna do something cool.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yet to be determined.
Yeah. But it might involve stacking CDs.
Yeah.
108 of them.
Yeah, there you go. You were about halfway there.
I was about halfway there. I was about, yeah. By the way, I mean, it's pretty cool that this podcast has gotten you into a White Sox tournament. So, if nothing else,
I'm assuming that helped more than my brilliance on the internet.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
I mean, that says something about our podcast. So
yeah. So there's 128 people in it, and I am the 9th seed in my region. I think there's 8 regions. So overall, I'm like the 72 seed or something like that, probably, since I'm in the bracket with the lowest followers.
Yeah. You'd be in the play-in game and shit.
Oh no, I'm ahead of that. I got a 9 seed. There's some 16 seeds.
I'm saying, like in a regular tournament, 64, you'd be like in the play-in game or something.
Well, I wouldn't have made it.
How many teams make it in the
68?
Well, aren't
64
there multiple?
Make the tournament. 68 with the first 4.
Don't they have multiple ones of those though? Now it's like the 16 seed, and then there's like a 12 seed.
Yeah,
so that means there's 8 other teams then, right? No,
so
4 makes it. That's true. Yeah, good point. Fair enough. 68. Good point, Jems.
They did have somebody drop out, so they did this battle royal thing, which I think they should do. They should just do like a play-in round of people that didn't quite make the cut.
It's kind of cool. NIT round, like an NIT bracket.
Yeah.
And the winner
Twitter NIT.
And the winner guarantees itself into the tournament the following year.
We can do it from the 110. That's where my tickets are.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we just really did a great job of this episode.
We always do. I like if you find our podcast and you make it through it, you're gonna like it. You're gonna learn stuff. You're gonna be entertained. We might have special guests pop in, like Lady Jems.
Dang right, yeah.
Who's better at this than me? Like, it would probably do well if it was just her and Tone talking.
Nah, she does a great job though. She is good. She's natural.
She is. She said she wants to do one.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah,
I'll produce it.
All right. She'll be on your ass though, so you better be on top of your game.
I'll bring
You'll
it.
Be like, man, I wish I just had more NFL players.
I'll bring it. Dude, 108 tournament. Jem's gonna win the whole thing. He's just gonna go out on a limb. It's my Cinderella.
I'm taking it one round at a time. If I can, I play the 1 seed Husky Bardo if I win. If I make it to, I'm assuming he'll win his game. But like maybe if if I win this round, maybe we'll see if we can swing him for a couple minutes on the podcast next week.
Yeah, talk some shit and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty lighthearted. Everybody seems to get along pretty well in there, which is kind of nice.
That's awesome.
I mean, there'll be little jabs and stuff, but like we were talking shit between firemen and mailmen the other day.
I mean, firemen are much cooler, but
right.
I mean, that's because my mailman sucks, but.
Yeah, vote Jemmons on Saturday.
OTR Jems.
Yeah, I'm wondering if because the bracket says Jemmons. I would assume they'll tag us in it, and then it'll just be, it'll say what our Twitter name is.
I hope
it won't say our handle.
Now you're officially like stuck with Jems, though, I think.
Huh?
I think you're officially stuck with Jems now, though.
They have me Jemmons on the.
So I'm saying, like,
bracket.
I think you're officially stuck with that nickname ish. Now that you're famous and shit.
Well, I guess it depends on what part of the internet I'm on. Because I never did change my like title on Twitter to Jems. It just says Jemmons still.
I just changed the Off the Rails pod page to reflect mine. I don't know that I changed it to reflect yours.
Oh, our new Twitter handles?
Yeah.
I am not sure. I might have changed it myself. And didn't pay attention that yours was still.
Mine was still. Somebody informed me that it was different. So
I'm glad somebody. Oh man, can somebody snag the old Twitter handle that we used to have and like create an account under that handle?
That'd be funny as hell.
Or is that handle gone forever?
I don't know. I think it gets handled off.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I start creating like acronym handles and wait for a business to need it.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, I mean, you got to think of like what are the things that people would need and stuff, and then you like just make the acronyms for them, and then you're like, who does well on social media?
Should we go to crap? I can't think of it. What's Tim's social media? Stump.
Yeah.
Go to Stump and just start while it's new. Just like Detroit Lions, Indianapolis Colts, Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls. Just take all the team ones.
That'd be funny. We should do.
I wonder if there's any TikToks because a lot of the NFL teams and stuff are on TikTok. I wonder if there's any professional teams that are not on the TikTok.
I mean, you can figure every team's just had to have pulled those in, right?
You would think so, and I would assume that they're like, whatever. We didn't get at Carolina Panthers. We were fine with at Panthers or at Car Panthers.
I wonder if there's any of them that have different from like Facebook or Twitter to IG. Like you would think you'd be like united across the board.
At least as much as you could be.
Yeah. Some dudes out there just that's the fucking Arizona Cardinals. It'd be so fun to just get like somebody's like Twitter handle and just like pretend to be them and like social media, but like enough that it's like it's fake, but like it's just fun.
Gosh, yeah. Sorry, I was reading a text from the boss.
Definitely
that boss. Not Jesus, my wife.
I mean, Jesus could be your wife. I mean, it'd be weird.
He's not texting me.
I mean, well, I was saying maybe your wife's Jesus, maybe.
Oh, I don't know how she'd feel about that.
I mean, that'd be a burden. Be a big burden to carry.
I would assume that would be a pretty big burden.
Yeah.
But all right, let's.
I just saw. Is that a fuzzy cat that's running around back there?
Sure is.
Okay.
I have my background blurred now, so it's a little.
Yeah, the
better.
cat's like you can see the cat kind of fuzz.
I should start blurring my background, but putting like weird stuff behind me that you can't quite make out to see what it is.
That'd be funny.
I wish I had a mannequin.
Oh Jesus! If you had a mannequin, you'd be a serial killer for sure. I feel like only serial killers have mannequins in their basement.
Probably.
Maybe like people who do like fashion. I wonder what the crossover. I
dated one of them.
Really?
I guess she was 2 girlfriends before Taylor was studying fashion in college.
Ooh, does Taylor know about this girl?
Oh yeah, she was just talking about it the other day. Actually, that was a interesting 9 months of my life.
I bet, dude. What's the weird? Do we have any weird stories that we can delve into to end this podcast? I told her
"bless you" one time, and she said I wasn't allowed to say that. That was only for like Jesus or something. I don't know. It was something weird like that. I don't remember exactly. I just wasn't supposed to say "bless you."
Was she super religious?
Yes, I guess. I don't know. Her parents more so than her parents went to church every Sunday. Southern Baptist.
Did I just lose Jam in the middle?
Did we? What did I cut out?
Yeah, for a second.
Oh, they were like Southern Baptist.
Got you.
If that tells you anything. What else
I'm a Southern Baptist. What does that mean, Jems?
I don't know. Is that what you are?
Yeah, Jems.
Isn't that pretty conservative? Like super
no.
No.
I don't
know. I wasn't bad enough in it.
I was a Baptist, as I guess if you had to denominate me down, I guess.
What else do I have? I mean, I have a lot of stories of me just being an asshole, but she was off. I would like to guarantee she's not listening, but it could honestly not surprise me if she was one of the 12. And this is a decade ago. I haven't heard from her. One day I was walking into Walmart in town, and I turned down an aisle and saw her, and I was like, whoop.
Dude.
Dipped out and went out the other way.
That's the scariest shit ever.
Yeah. What were the terms we ended on? I should have broke it off like 6 months before that, but I didn't. And
so you're saying you should have broke it off at like month 3?
Yeah, her parents got us White Sox Cubs tickets, and I wanted to go to the game. And then it got a little bit better, and then it was not great.
Oh shit!
So our town had this giant fireworks display going on. Like they were like several nights in a row. Huge fireworks show. She wanted to go, and I was like, I cannot go. It is our big rival football game, and my buddy was quarterback.
Yeah,
our families were super close, and Matt was starting quarterback. I was like, I'm going to this football game. She's like, well, I'll just go to the fireworks with somebody else. I was like, well, why don't you just do everything with somebody else from now on? And then that was that.
Jeez. It's aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff I was definitely at fault for. Like on her 21st birthday, we were in the state softball tournament. And she wanted to go to breakfast the day after her 20th. Yeah. Was it her 21st birthday or 20th? It might have only been her 20th. Was she 20? I don't know. And she might have been 21. I don't know. Either way, we were supposed to go to breakfast the next day, and we had won all of our games on Saturday, and we had to come back and play Sunday morning. And I was like, I'm going back to play. Like, we have all day. I said I'll be home by noon, regardless if we win or lose.
Like we can go to lunch. Like,
and she was pissed. Oh man, it's all flooding back to me now. Yeah. So that Saturday after the tournament, like we won the first 2 games and then had another game, and I was supposed to come home for dinner. This was bad on my part, and I was like, we fought like about me coming back, and I was like,
were you living with this girl?
No, she's just okay. And so we argued about it, and I was like, fine, yes, it's your birthday. I will come home.
Yeah.
So I was going to miss the third game. And I was like, well, I'm coming. This is the full story. And I was like, I am coming home, or I'm coming back down to Warsaw, which is about an hour away, in the morning to play tomorrow. And she's like, no, you're not. We're just going to breakfast. So then I'm about a quarter of the way home. So I'm only, I guess I'm 15, 20 minutes away from
Yeah.
And I pulled into a parking lot, and I was like, fuck it. I'm turning around and going back to softball. So I didn't go out to dinner with her on her birthday. That was
fair enough.
22-year-old Jared being a dickhead, but
I feel like that's legit, though. I feel like that's a legit one. I mean, fuck it. I mean, you are a wiffle ball Hall of Famer. I mean, so you fucking.
This was softball.
I know, but I'm saying softball was like training for wiffle ball. So I mean, I feel like you made the right decision.
I was probably done playing a lot of wiffle ball at that point. What else? I know there's more.
Hold on. How old were you when you were playing wiffle ball?
We started when we were like 16. We started the league when we were like 16.
You were fucking you were a teenage Hall of Famer?
Well, that's when we were better.
Damn.
Okay. Here's the what set me off, or not set me off, when I knew that I made the right choice. So I
with her still?
With being not with her.
Okay, gotcha.
I had went over there at some point after we had broken up, like a while later. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to get back together with her. I was just trying to be like a good person and like apologize to her and stuff.
Yeah.
And she had this whole mirror. Like she had a full-length mirror in her bedroom.
Yeah.
That, like people have. But she had pros and cons to like what me. Like she took the breakup hard apparently. And she had pros and cons written on this mirror. And this is like, I would say this is...
In dry erase?
Yeah, this is probably like 6 months later.
Did you read the pros and cons?
Yeah.
Do you remember the pros and cons?
I don't remember what any of the pros were. I know one of the cons was drinks too much, which I probably did, but I was 22.
Fair enough.
Not going anywhere in life. Which, I mean, at that point...
She was wrong.
Right.
She was wrong. Nope, she was
right.
wrong.
At that point, she might have been right. But, like, seriously...
You were 22, though. You were 22.
Less than a year later, I was at the mill where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So I was like...
on Maury Povich, he said, that's a lie. See?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a little bit of the gist of... I'll try to come up with some more stories. Taylor might know some that I've told her.
Shit.
I think she lives down in Kentucky now.
Yeah,
that's where she's from initially. So I think she went back.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she really groomed me to be a good boyfriend for Taylor, husband, fiance.
Makes sense.
There was another one in between that, but
she was
terrible.
Didn't
last that long.
Was that the one you took on? Was on the first night that you met Taylor?
No, we didn't. That one, me and her didn't date.
Oh, gotcha.
We actually really didn't do a ton. We went on a couple dates, but we didn't never consummated or anything.
So she's made an appearance on this. Have I told you this since we're telling since you told a vulnerable story, Jems? Have I ever told the vulnerable story of the time I went to go see my now ex-girlfriend in a play, and she appears in the play topless?
No.
Okay. All
that
right.
happens in plays?
Yeah, apparently. So, mermaid play, college. I don't live in the college town. Long distance-ish relationship, a couple hours. I mean, we see each other frequently enough that it's not super crazy. Dual major. She gets a part in a play. I'm like, sweet. She did plays in high school and stuff, so I was like, that's dope. You'll have fun with it. It's a mermaid play. She's like, oh, I have the opening monologue. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's mad cool. Sweet. She's super stoked on it, right? Maybe has to have been 2.5 months of like rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
So like from the time she gets to play to opening night, 3 months. So 90 days she has to tell me that she's not going to be wearing a top. Not that she needed to tell me, but probably a good heads up for your boyfriend.
Right.
So, just saying. So, yeah, I go to the opening night, and this theater holds. It's a big fucking theater too, so it probably holds like 2,000 people.
Okay.
And it's sold out. There's a pond that they've made like it's basically like a swimming pool, like a small swimming pool, swimming lane almost, basically, because they need water for the story.
Right.
Lights go down. I'm there. I'm like, sweet. Kind of first light hits. You can kind of see there's like pillars in the back, and then you see somebody walking, and gets to the middle part of the pillars, turns, starts the monologue before you can really see her, and walks to the dead center of the stage and gets the rest of her monologue, which is like a 3-minute monologue in front of 2,000 people, completely topless.
Good. I mean, good for her. That takes balls.
I mean, she was a psychopath. So, not my craziest ex-girlfriend, but definitely was a psychopath. So,
I bet you were surprised.
I was like, this was probably my face the whole time. Like, it's probably like if we're doing like I'm sitting in my seat, lights go down, woo, right? Proud of you, super. I know you're super excited.
When like I'm assuming since it was college, like there's probably a bunch of dudes that like came to it and were like, yeah.
No, like this was a serious theater. Like crazy.
Was it?
Like this was like they have a good theater program there. Like they're known for this shit. She's a theater teacher, I believe. Now,
oh, good for her.
And
well, so that's a good one.
Yeah, so she comes out, but my face probably goes from like, all right, I know she got the opening monologue. I'm like, let's see. That was probably my face the whole time.
That's
yeah,
that's funny. I just can't like if I walked into the wife's job one day. I mean, never mind.
Just a little different, right?
I'm thinking the floral job, not the church job. So
yeah, yeah.
One of them gets her on a list. She does that.
But I mean, honestly, like, this is a great way to end it because we're almost at an hour and 30. This has been I like how we go from like having almost nothing planned to having like some of the funnest conversations.
Absolutely.
And so if you had to be naked for something you were doing that was going to be viewed by people, do you have an obligation to tell your spouse, girlfriend, or wife, depending on what the situation is?
Yes.
Of that. I feel so.
I feel like there's no there's no other answer to that.
Okay. I
mean, I
always
think
wonder.
even like I would think there's just a respect thing, like not necessarily asking for permission. Like if it was something, well, as a married man, I would definitely be asking for permission. But like,
hey, I'm not gonna have my pants on for this thing,
right? That I feel like just a respect thing. You would like, hey, just so you know, there's 2,000 people here gonna see my titties.
Yeah, it's wild. But also, like the weird part of it, right, is so that this place would have like First Fridays, and it was like an artsy area. So we would just go down, and they were always super fun. So like it'd be like they'd have some food trucks, they'd have like coffees and bullshit, like very hipstery kind of shit. And you'd go in and they'd do all these like makeshift art exhibits, like in like these warehouses and stuff, right? Well, like, dude, like I don't know, like dudes completely painted silver, naked, standing like they were like fucking like people, like, you know what I mean, like statues.
Yeah.
Like, so like that's the kind of vibe that the area was, but I was like, I guess I just didn't even think to ask. Like mermaids, I'm like, I always see mermaids tops on.
Right.
I mean, she wasn't the only person who didn't have a top on in the show. Like there was like other girls, but like it was like,
right.
I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, I would say you should tell your spouse.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so too. I feel like that's a good one. I mean, you should probably.
Yeah, that's a good one to wrap this off the rails up with.
This one went way off the rails. Jems, do you remember we started at elephants remembering everything and ended at titties out in a play?
Yeah. That's a good full circle.
So that's an oblong circle.
Yeah.
Some like weird fucking other shit.
Transcontinental Railroad kind of thing.
All right, if you guys haven't and you just made it through all this entire episode, me and Jems have the past 3 episodes were interviews, right? Past 3? Yes.
Tyler, Brad, and Tim.
All great interviews. Go check them out. Check out the episode before that too. That's a really popular one. I think it's like our most downloaded episode currently.
Light bulbs. Measurements. I don't remember the whole title of it, but
exactly something.
Light bulbs. Yeah, it was a good one. Usually these ones, when we haven't got to do it in a while, like solo, are pretty good.
It's the true definition of off the rails. But yeah, Jems, appreciate your friendship and appreciate your wife. I appreciate the time that we spent doing this episode. They're super fun, and let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, how about next week?
Next week sounds good.
I appreciate everything about you, Mr. Gordon.
Man. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to get this one out, and then we'll fucking keep crushing through these episodes. I hope everyone seems to be liking the new consistent episodes. So
yeah, I mean that's probably key for us. Be consistent. It's only going to get harder when games start here next week.
We'll make it work.
Yep, for sure.
But all right, Jems, I'll let you go. Get on with your night. No, it's like midnight there, probably.
10 o'clock, time for bed.
And hey, you don't have to clean.
Thanks, Tone.
We'll talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
see ya.
Welcome